ASCAP and publishing states. As we slide in the G-Ride, I've been getting criticized as keeping me energized. Create with a business mind, I'm from where killers reside. A wild hood, only knew goons since my childhood.
It's Week 18 of the National Football League. And coming up, we've got the Diablos leader at quarterback, as he's gone over 4,000 yards passing now for the year. It's the Diablos and the Steelers, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 23.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, family of 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Mexico City Diablos. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
McPherson has this one teed up, and we are underway from Mexico City. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
Brandon, I don't know about you, but when I heard he threw 5 touchdown passes last week, I thought, well, he's going to be the AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I didn't need to hear any other stats, and it turned out to be right.
That's exactly right. It seemed like every time we turned around, he was throwing one in the end zone. But he doubled down. He said, I see 5 more in this game. Challenge accepted.
Challenge.
First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Hurts to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Screen play set up for Williams. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The Steelers send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the richest, heart in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie. This flex know they ready. See, we were not a ride nobody way. We're the ones who started with it. Translation: Yanni had to buy, Yanni had yelling hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it. That's how you know we lit.
It's Week 18 of the National Football League. And coming up, we've got the Diablos leader at quarterback, as he's gone over 4,000 yards passing now for the year. It's the Diablos and the Steelers, and it's all up.
Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and we are underway from Mexico City. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
Anytime anyone throws for over 300 yards in a game, you know their name is going to be considered for Offensive Player of the Week. And in the AFC last week, our guy got it.
Yeah, he was the guy on top of his game. He'll try to duplicate that here in this one. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Calling officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That good for 22 and a first down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good backside guys.
Nah.
That's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
The tackle by Nakobe Dean. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Hurts. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that is incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
And he's got room. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. And what a big-time play there. 48 yards. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
It's a quarterback sneak, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Diablos get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense getting set again. We spotlight Javonte Williams, the running back.
Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone. It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Holding. Offense.
You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold. The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL. On 2nd and 9, Hurts. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Getting it to him in space. Time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
That is caught at the 7. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Throwing is Hurts.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Still a lot to be determined in terms of their final seeding. We do know they'll be in the playoffs, but in what shape, what capacity, we're not sure. But here, ready for a sports cliche, and then just take them one game at a time, right?
Yeah, they have to. And look, the thing about cliches, they've been proven over time. All right, we know that. So, yes, take it one game at a time, but make sure that there's no let-up, no getting off the gas, right? No mental letdowns, because each one is important for them to accomplish their goals.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They pick up 12 on the play, and the chains move.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 70 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
These two teams all tied after one. On to the second quarter, Mexico City in possession. This will be play number 7 on the drive, 3rd and a yard. On play action, they'll throw. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Taylor is in for a touchdown. So the watch is officially on now. That ties him with Priest Holmes and Sean Alexander for 2nd place all-time on the single-season list of rushing touchdowns.
And, partner, he now just sits one behind LaDainian Tomlinson's record of 28. We know LT's watching. We know he'd hate to lose his record, but we also understand he has great admiration for what this man's done, and he would be a worthy successor to the crowd. LaDainian Tomlinson, one of the great players, one of the great people in the NFL.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Forced out to his left. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That's on the tackle, Braden Smith.
Still first down.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They're going to look to throw. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. They'll look to throw here. And his throw is going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st down, Hurts. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Khalil Shakir from 17 yards out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
That play was blocked so well, it almost felt like a 7-on-7 session with no rush at all. Quarterback was able to stay in the pocket, scan the field, go through his progressions, and find the open receiver for a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. That time, a 9-play drive. And it was all polished off with a Khalil Shakir touchdown catch. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
92 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
He finds Taylor, complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Ready.
Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A very solid gain of 27.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up for the first and goal.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Ready.
Again, it'll be Taylor. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor within sight now of the all-time record for touchdowns in a career. And the Diablos will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Well, fans of old school football, they got to be loving this partner. All 3 drives so far have ended in a touchdown, and all 3 on the ground.
And when you say fans of old school football, count me in, because you just don't see ground games dominate the scoring by pounding the rock like this anymore. To me, this is refreshing.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He rifles one that's intercepted. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. And that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
This offense back to work now late in this first half. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Barry. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. They'll set up to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Wk18. His first touchdown on the year. And the Diablos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
McPherson on for the point after. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. To throw again on second down. Hurts. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, and those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From there, we say, so long, America. Hello, England. As we head over the Atlantic to check out the action in London, where it was the Bengals acting as the visiting team who were able to travel all that way and claim the victory. Najee Harris, an afternoon to remember, 4 touchdown runs. Finally, let's get to Silicon Valley. Check on the 49ers at home.
Only 2 quarters of football left in the regular season. Everybody's excited to get to the playoffs. So excited that we're just going to skip right over halftime and get back to the action. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports? And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Here we go.
They're going to try and throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. First and 10, Taylor now. Room here to run. 144 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just the series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Go.
He'll drop to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Taylor. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, long passes completed. Been an easy day for him.
Ready?
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They turn to Taylor on 4th, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor drawing closer to Jerry Rice with career touchdown number 206.
And the Diablos take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. McPherson now for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2.
Okay, ready?
Hurts.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 57 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Hurts. As his man, it's Shakir. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. They go back to the ground with Williams. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Mexico City. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They run. It's Williams. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dab. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless, take care of the ball on the way out.
Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll look to throw. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Now back to throw. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Throwing is Hurts. Looking on the out route, he finds Shakir. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. Completes to Shakir once again. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now they'll toss it out right to Williams. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, anytime down here in the red zone that you can get a running back going lateral to the line of scrimmage, that's a plus for the defense. We all hear about the offensive guys saying, get north and south, get upfield. They didn't allow it at all on that play.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Javonte Williams with career touchdown number 125, moving him into a tie with Walter Payton on the all-time list. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And now a carry here for their fullback. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get them. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with career touchdown number 207, just 1 shy of Jerry Rice's all-time mark of 208.
And the Diablos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And McPherson on for the extra point.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
From the 27, Hurts. Williams loses the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline is still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second to look at this.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Shakir hauls it in. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. A higher-scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League. But fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. I'd have to be those defensive coaches that wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the home team here,
a victory in Week 18 gives them a final mark of 13 up and 4 down.
And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Steelers,
it's a tough loss to take as they'll finish things off at 9-8.
But they've got better days in their future. Of that, you can be sure.